Hi Taurus, how are you doing? I'm coming through and we'll be doing your Midheaven career reading. And so we're going to be doing that for the month of August 2023. Alright Taurus, now what's going on? I'm shuffling the good, there we go. I just had to clear that energy for you. So we're going to be using the Threads of Fate Imperium Oracle deck. So this is very much a holographic oracle deck. So I'm going to try my best to make sure it catches the light. And then we're going to be using the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Alright, and we're going to use some Moody Tarot Oracle. Alright, Taurus. Let's get into it. We're going to start with the Threads of Fate Imperium Oracle. Divine Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, and guides, I ask that you allow me to see and say all that I must. What is your guidance for Taurus in their career for August 2023? What is your messages? And what are the energies surrounding them? Oh, no. They are only giving you 3. Everybody else got like, sometimes I'm like, I ain't got no space on the board. So Taurus, you are being asked to define who are you, right? Define who are you. What do you stand for? What's your definition of success in whatever you're doing? Spirit is asking you to define that, right? And before I get too far into this, I've done this with the other signs, so I want to make sure I do it with you. August is a pretty busy galactic time for us. There we go. You see it over here. We have 2 full moons this month. We have a new moon coming up the 16th, and then we have a super full moon on the 31st, and they're calling that a blue moon because it's happening twice in a month. Before that, right, we were going through the Lionsgate portal, and I think at the time I am recording this, it is still the Lionsgate portal. So we have that master manifestation energy happening for us. Now, at the end of the month, Mercury goes retrograde, starting on the 23rd. Now, that is a 3-week process. And we are now in the pre-shadow energy of Mercury going retrograde. So, for your career, it is going to be important for you to pay attention to your modes of communication and what you're communicating. Take your time, take a deep breath, and then speak, right? Don't rush it. You know, sometimes Taurans, I feel like you stumble over your words, and there's no need to stumble. Take your deep breath and walk slowly. Don't come in like a charging bull. Come in like a meandering cow, okay? Like you're just lazily grazing and eating. You're taking your time to think about what you want to say and how you're going to say it. Also, please pay attention to your modes of transportation. Take care of your vehicles, right? Make sure you're getting the maintenance done. You're checking out any weird noises you're hearing. Making sure you have gas in the car. Don't be riding E because you know you got 54 miles before it's truly empty, okay? And also, if you're traveling for work, pay attention to travel time, pay attention to cancellations. Like every sign has gotten different messages and guidance around Mercury retrograde. So Spirit is saying to you, just pay attention and you'll be able to take care of everything and catch things. Because I feel like for you, Spirit is asking you, define what is your success? What does your success look like? And who are you achieving this kind of success, right? You want to make sure you're clear with yourself and clear with others. Who you are. Who am I? Okay? There we go. The next one we have is to retreat, right? Spirit is saying retreat into yourself. And you know, I think that's why your Mercury retrograde guidance was different. Spirit is like, go inwards. In defining ourselves, we need to go inwards and truly have an understanding of who are we? What do we want? What are we standing for? Right? Truly have that understanding, because when we retreat and we regroup, and this kind of comes in line with, you know, the energies of Mercury retrograde, when we use that energy to heal and manifest, you need to retreat. You know, don't go charging in like a meandering, a raging bull, right? Spirit is saying to you, when you're defining yourself, take your time. So Taurus, I feel like this is the month where you're going to take your time. You're going to retreat into yourself to reflect, to renew, to reconsider, to reallocate, right? To redesign, to realign with self, right? Because yes, this is a career reading, but if your self isn't off one accord, like, what are you working for? You're just working for somebody. You're just punching the clock for somebody. Spirit wants you to punch the clock for you. Okay, Taurus? And then the next card we have is flow, and it goes in line with what Spirit is saying here. Flow, right? August is where you're going to take your time, Taurus. Take your time. It is okay to go with the flow in August. It is okay to retreat into yourself, not necessarily want to be a part of everything. You're working on defining what you are, what's your definition of success, and how do you want to get to your goals. And but retreating into yourself, you're pushing that energy forward and letting it gain momentum. And when you're going with the flow of it, when you're going with the flow of life, you're allowing yourself. I wonder if I turn retreat this way. Oh shoot, see, Spirit be like, There we go. Spirit was like, girl, it's like, I got you, boss. The Spirit is saying, retreat, go with the flow, right? Because in going with the flow and retreating into yourself, you're able to truly define what it is that you want, where it is that you're going, and how you're going to achieve it. Okay? All right, Taurus. All right, Divine Mother, Father God, Shaman's Dream Oracle. What is your guidance? What is your guidance? Okay. Okay. I feel like. Okay. All right. It says covenant, sacred contract, number 7. Yep. That's why Spirit is saying, I need you to retreat and define who you are. In August, you'll be making a sacred covenant with yourself and the divine. You'll be saying, this is who I am, divine. This is what I stand for. Right? Okay, you go better this way. So the divine is saying to you, it's time for you to, what is the sacred covenant that you must have with self? Right? Spirit is saying, define that. Okay? What is this covenant you need to have with yourself? Because I feel like, Taurus, you've lost that. Like you've been on the daily grind that you lost what it is purposeful wise that you want to achieve for yourself. Now, guys, you can have a job, you can have a career, and that's fulfilling. But you can also have your own identities outside of work, your own projects that you're working on, your own projects that are fulfilling you. And it makes having that physical job and then that personal aspiration, having those two, right, fully defines who you are. So right now I feel like if you're so much focused on work, Spirit is saying, okay, it's time to take a step back, retreat, and kind of focus on you too, right? But if you're only focused on your personal pleasure, Spirit is saying, hey, let's be serious here. We live in a 3D. What is your definition of success? Because you need to go out and get a career, do so, and still maintain this pleasurable aspect of your life, right? Number 58, vanishing mirror, ego sublimation, right? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 breaks down to 4. All right. So I feel like with this retreat and defining who you are breaking that egoic mirror, that egoic voice that's been in your head, right? That crazy, fast-moving, fast-talking, shisty voice. That's what I call my ego. It's a fast-talking, shisty voice that goes off. And when it does that, I'm like, ma'am, calm down. I'm not here for that. So you're doing away with this egoic energy this month in your life, right? Because it may be affecting your career. Because this mirror is being shattered. And you want better for yourself. So I could see you just going forward and blowing this out the water and saying, nah, I'm good. Like this, it's not serving my purpose. And it actually is, it's not fulfilling. Because 58 breaks down to 4, right? And 4 talks about having foundation and stability, right? Also, right now, they're showing me, right, the 4 of Cups, where Spirit is offering you a cup, but because you're so focused on what you have or focused on your lack, right, because that ego is in your ear, you're not seeing that 4th cup. It is time to let that go, right? Don't hold on to things. They're showing me the 4 of Pentacles, like that miserly energy that 4 of Pentacles can bring, where you're holding on to things out of fear of losing them. Listen, if it's yours, it will always be yours. What is for you will never miss you. So come back into yourself. It's time to retreat into yourself and realize and recognize that you have everything you could possibly need. And in doing so, you're going to be re-signing your sacred covenant with yourself. This could also be a contract, all right? We're talking about careers here. So this could be a contract that you're signing, a new position that you're getting into. And in going into this new position, you may realize that your ego is going to have to take a back seat because it's not working with this new thing that's happening over here, period. It says deep diver, diving into a task. Yeah, I do. I get this, that feeling that you're like, this is a new contract. This is a new position. This is a new opportunity. This is maybe a new career, a new company, a new boss, right? And a new boss in the same job, a new boss in the same location, a new boss in the same career field. So Spirit is saying deep dive, right? Diving into a task, right? Number 10 breaks down to 1. So this is new beginnings, and it goes with the flow. Spirit is saying go with the flow. And I'm going to show you go with the flow real quick because I just saw him. And I'm trying, do you see him? That's an angel that walks with you. Like I look down and he's like, hey, I'm here. This is an angel that's walking with you. And it's a water angel, right? Oh, what's your name, beautiful? I have you. I have a deck that I'm going to go find him. I know this angel. I have a deck. Hold on, Taurus. Let me go look at something real quick. Because this, yeah, here it is. This angel is calling to you. There you are. Joeless. This is Archangel Joeless here saying it's time to go with the flow. And Archangel Joeless, right, asks you to align with your highest vision of yourself and to go with the flow, right? Go with the flow. Yes, you're in a time of flow in your life, and even in this new position, you are going with the flow. That's why you had to retreat and dispel of this egoic voice that tries to, you know, take over, because you're realizing that, dang, this isn't serving me. Okay? That's why you're releasing that egoic voice, because this archangel is guiding you. Yeah, here they are again. You're being guided at the highest source by angels. So whatever is happening in your career, in your public persona, with your public image, right, around your career, your job, in the month of August, this is divinely guided, right? It says closing doors, completion. Number 5, change. You've completed a cycle. You've completed a massive cycle in your life, Taurus, right? I just hear go all the way up. Go all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop you. With this new defining your new covenants. With defining your new covenant, right? Spirit has said the old is done, so it's time for new contracts to be made, new agreements to be signed, because you've completed a cycle. So it's time to redefine who you are, what you're going for, right? Redefine this purpose. And in doing so, sorry guys, I was working on candles earlier, and I got green candle color under my nails. It's going to be like that for a while. And in doing so, you're recreating a new covenant, right? This is new. In August, I'm getting the sense of a new opportunity is coming. Whether it's at your current place of employment or a new place of employment, but this is a new opportunity, right? Embrace it. Don't worry about it. Your angels literally came through to say, yo, let Taurus know we got their back, period. The next one is 35, lost compass, getting back to integrity. So for you, when I'm looking at this card, the energy for me here is you may have fell off. You may have lost who you are for a little bit, right? That's why there's this need to retreat and to dispel of that egoic voice, right? That's why there's this need to retreat and expel that egoic voice. It no longer serves your purpose. It doesn't serve your purpose. I feel like in the past you've had to move a certain type of way, and Spirit's like, you don't have to move that way anymore. So in this redefinition of yourself, in this redefinition of your purpose and signing these new contracts, you are now also being given the opportunity to have a clean slate. This is what I'm seeing here, a clean slate. That's why the energy of this could be a new career, a new boss, a new position, a new field is coming through, because this is a clean slate for you, Taurus. And then we have number 26, which breaks down to 8. It says gathering around the power of community. I do believe this. Go with the flow. Because when you're going with the flow, you're one with the community, you're going with the flow, you're one with your coworkers, you're not being egoic and try to push your agenda, you're just going with the flow of this new space. And like again, right, when you go into a new space, you have to learn the culture of that place, right? So this is that gathering around the power of community. You're going with the flow here, and you're not trying to make something happen that isn't designed to happen. Everything that you're doing, everything that you're touching, you know, you're cognizant of, I'm new in this space, or this is a new space. We're all trying to figure it out. So let's all work together to figure it out, right? I love that for you, Taurus, right? It's like Spirit is giving you that breath of fresh air to say, whoo, I can start over. I don't have to worry about the old. So, you know, this is for your midheaven reading. This is your career reading. But if it applies in other areas, your moon, your rising, your sun sign, definitely. Yes. Now, I love this for you because it's temptation. And people always say Taurans, you know, act a little gluttonous. Right, you guys love everything in excess, and 15 breaks down to 6. So I get this familiar energy around you that you're now saying, you know, this doesn't serve me anymore. Right, you're not sticking your hand in the proverbial cookie jar. Right, you're not overindulging in things. Right, you're actually taking the time to enjoy what you want, and you're not giving into the temptation to take. Temperance. People, Spirit is saying be temperate here. Show patience. Show patience. It will pay off. That's what I'm getting with that card. And it's like when you're taking your time to redefine who you are in your new space, and you're signing these new contracts, right? It's that retreat energies. You're taking the time to learn, to grow, to review the contract. Now, Mercury retrograde is coming. If you have to sign a contract during Mercury retrograde, you're going to review that document over and over and over again, and then you're going to have somebody else review it, because once you've looked at something, you don't ever see the errors and issues after like the third look. Give it to someone else, right? This is the same for your work. So the next we have the 7 of Pentacles. Like, yes, I feel like what you've been working on, what you've been building on, which was the old self, you're now reaping the rewards, and it's now the new self that is the reward, the new position that's the reward, right? Like you busted your ass in this position and you got a promotion out of it, right? That 7 of Pentacles is you reaping that reward. You know, that hard work is paying off. Yup. Because what jumped out? The Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Mastering yourself, mastering your new gifts, mastering this energy. So this new position, this new, whether it is a new job, or a new job within the same company, or a new supervisor who's elevating you in some way or shape, whatever that looks like for you, right? It's new. And it's because you've done the work here. You were patient, you took your time, and you've done the work. All right? 9 of Cups, 9 of Water, that fulfillment, that sense of fulfillment is within you. And it's beautiful, Taurus. Very, very beautiful. Taurus, whatever this is, it's fulfilling. That's a beautiful thing, you know. And the next card we have is the 2 of Pentacles. This kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier with you can have both, right? You can have your career and then your personal pursuits, right? It doesn't have to be one or the other. And I think that's kind of where this fulfillment energy is coming in for you. Right, being able to balance both. Yes, balanced emotions. Balancing your emotions and being successful in the things that you are trying to achieve. The Queen of Water, the Queen of Cups comes through to say you are going with the flow this month, right? And you are you are able to see energetically what you should be doing. Because I feel like before you may not have been so clear, but this cycle that has just ended, right, has opened up this new opportunity for you. It's an elevation, right? This is the Six of Pentacles. If you look, we have actually it's more than the six, because the Seven of Earth and the Three of Earth, that's 10 of Pentacles right there. And then the Two of Earth and the Ace of Earth, right? That's the Three of Pentacles. So you are elevating yourself as Pentacles, 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 Earth energy, grounding energy. You did the work. Taurus, this is your energy, Tauran. You're doing the work. And you're reaping the rewards for it. And I feel like it's because you have become very decisive, Tauran. You're like, I know who I am. You've successfully defined yourself here. And in that calmness of that retreat, in that calmness of going with the flow, you have defined who you are. And you have signed that covenant with yourself. And it's a beautiful place to be, because you're looking at all the rewards you've reaped because of it. All right, Spirit, one more, please. Thank you. Listen, Taurus, we ain't playing. The Sun. Sun, 19 breaks down to 20. No, 19 breaks down to 10. Which breaks down to 1. This is new beginnings, new opportunities. This is growth. This is a level up, Taurus. Okay, the sun is shining on your career. That is why you are feeling emotionally fulfilled. This is why you are so in flow and so connected to yourself and the divine that you're able to make these decisive career decisions. The sun is coming through and illuminating your hard work. So that's it. This new contract that's coming through, this is a new employment opportunity, period. Period. This is a new employment opportunity and you're taking it. And I love that for you, Taurus, right? Because I feel like this is a win for you and you need a win, right? That temperate energy that you displayed has carried you far. You're getting a new opportunity, starting a new venture, right? You're getting startup money for your personal, you know, that you're going after. Because this personal, I feel like this personal, how do I say it, divine? This personal project that you're working on is also very beneficial towards you and your career. It's going to have beneficial impacts, is what I'm getting. It says pay attention to the signs. They are guiding you, of course. Pay attention to all the signs, right? I feel like people are going to say things around you, do things around you. Animals are going to show themselves in a different way. You're going to be like, why is that squirrel being weird, right? And you realize that squirrel is being efficient. That squirrel is showing its human side, like not human side, it's like that emotional side that we don't think animals have. And you're now seeing animals in a different way, and you're correlating and making the connections between them and yourself. And in doing so, you're like, let me be as crafty and as skillful as the squirrel. Let me be efficient as the squirrel, right? The next card we have is you have a mission, a soul purpose. Remember that. Yeah, you know, that's that energy that came through before. It's where you're kind of like, you can't be only focusing on one area and not the other. You know, I do feel like, Taurus, you're a person who is supposed to have both worlds. You're supposed to have that career and that personal pursuit that will also launch a great career for you. It's like they really want to talk. Communication is coming soon. I'm telling you, this card has been coming out, and I feel like it's because of that Mercury retrograde energy. You may have people who are trying to return into your life, like old positions that are coming in, You know, like if it's an old company that you've worked for, they're coming in to say, listen, we've been tracking your growth. We want to make this offer, and it's for a bigger position, like a higher position, a greater position. Because on this channel, guys, we're not going to be looking at small change. Spirit is coming through to say that it is always leveling up. We always go all the way up, right? So anyone who is seeing this, you're shaking off that small change energy and realizing that there's money out there. Money is a frequency, and you attract what you want, and you call in what you want, and you stand firm in that energy, right? Because it says the cycle is complete, time to start a new one. Yup. Your cycle of lack is done, Taurus. I feel like if you had a job but you weren't making ends meet, that's over with, right? I feel like you've been working on your personal passion projects and no one is backing you. You're going out there trying to find a financer. That lack of not getting someone to finance you is done. Like you're about to get someone to come in and say, I see promise in this. Let's, you know, like it's like a Shark Tank energy is what I'm getting from this, Taurus. This says the situation is not random. It was meant to be. Boom. I mean, I'm not even trying to explain that. Come on, Taurus. You worked hard for this. This Seven of Pentacles, this isn't random. You think your growth is random? No, you've been putting in the work. And Spirit, your angels have been working with you. Archangel Joel is like, listen, we've been going with the flow. I've been pushing this person. I've been in this person's ear. Never seen a earth side of water so much. Like, those are the little signs you should be paying attention to, because you did the work. You're deserving of the blessings you're receiving. Says your intuition is correct about this situation, and I don't get a bad vibe about that, right? I get that this opportunity comes in and instantly, you know, you're like, yeah, this is for me. I called this in. Immediately you're like, yeah, this is my opportunity. New financial opportunities are coming in. And Taurus, I'm done. I'm just saying, Spirit said what Spirit said. Spirit said, baby, you did the work. Spirit said, baby, you listened to the call. You followed the signs. You went within. When people were like, why are you being quiet? You're like, nah, I'm good. I'm just taking it slow, getting the lay of the land. The whole time you've been putting into yourself. You've been pouring into yourself, Taurus. I see someone who was pouring into themselves, right? Whether it is pouring into that career of yours and pouring into your passion project, right? You're staying late to make sure you're meeting deadlines, right? You're meeting your deadlines. You're turning around your work timely. Your work is clean, and people are noticing that, and people are elevating you for that, because this isn't just random. You had a plan and you stuck to it, all right? You stuck to your guns. You became emotionally centered. You realized that chaotic, like bull in a china shop energy wasn't serving your purpose. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And you realize, I'm in the phase of my life where it's not, so let me change from that hard-headed bull to that wonderful, gentle, meandering, nurturing cow. It's time for you to embrace the nectar of Hathor. That mothering energy of the cow. That mothering energy, that going with the flow, that I am, you know, nursing and can nurse and can nurture other beings outside of myself. You know, I could take care of animals, I take care of plants, I take care of myself, I take care of other human beings. Taurus, I love it. I love it. I love it. Spirit said what it said. Go get your money, honey. Aight? It's your girl, the Kinky Witch. Asheo.